Okay, so for the last part of the video, I'm going to be doing the running gear. Just as a bit of finalising from the other one, one thing I have found is that if you don't put the wire behind this piece of plastic here, and I might need to push it across a little bit from the other side with some additional foam, the body won't sit on straight. I've put a couple of tyre wraps on to keep the wiring safe and out of the way for if I put the camera in there. The other thing which I've done is I've drilled a small hole in my sheet which I use to keep things solid, so that the aerial bar is poking up. Okay, so we've got waterproof servo, waterproof speed controller, water resistant receiver, so we're all good for a bit of mud plugging. And right at the start of the video I talked about putting the larger wheels and tyres on. You can see the difference here from RC4 drive. Okay, now these wheels here are 1.55. They're beadlock steel rims. They're very nice, they're very expensive. The tyres are the Mickey Thompson Barger MTZs, quite soft, completely airtight, so you've got semi-pneumatic tyres here, so no water's going to get into the foams. The tyres do come with foams. Getting these on is actually quite difficult, and what I found was, in order that the two rims would line up and come close together, what I had to do was I posted a bolt through and I put a collar on there and I tightened it up just to bring them quite close together. In terms of the lineup, if you look here, one of the bolt holes lines up with the bottom of one of these triangles. You need to get both the same, because there's only one place where two halves of the wheel actually line up with each other. And what I found was that doing the little hexes up this side wasn't the way to do it. First of all, you can easily burr these over, and secondly, you can't get enough grip. So what I found that I did was I actually ended up doing the nuts up, and I'm just trying to look in here to see if I can see. Yeah, the tool which I used to do it with, like this, and basically when you're tightening them up, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you keep going around a little bit at a time. If you don't do it evenly, you end up with tyres which aren't on straight, and then you have to start all over again. These aren't perfect, but the truck's slow enough for me not to really be too worried about that. Okay, let's just see how much torque we've got. That feels pretty good, and reverse the same. I'm happy with that. Excellent. Okay, so we're starting to get there, but as you can see, we have very little articulation on the suspension. A little bit more on the front there, but overall very little. So what I'm going to see is what difference putting these yellow soft springs on does. One thing which I do really like is how easy it is to get the shocks on. Just give them a quick twist, like I say, a quick twist and off they come, and swapping them over, dead easy. With something like this, you need to experiment and find out what you're happiest with, but let's just give the other ones a go and see what happens. Nothing else, they look nice, so pop those in. Well, much better articulation there. Okay, and then that feels nice. And then the moment of truth, I'll just pop the body on. Let's see what we think. I think that I'm pretty happy with that. Just do that so you can see it. Hopefully that's going to be pretty good. And if you managed to sit through all of these videos, thank you for watching. Hope you found something useful or interesting in it. And the next video I hope will be of this truck running. Thank you.